Guess what day it is? That's right, it's Bowtie Friday here at News Channel 8. I'm Junior Garcia, and here are some of the stories we have for you tonight. A St. Thomas man gets 31 years for child exploration offenses. Senator Kenneth Githens remarks on seaweed stench in Watergut, and your firewalk details. These stories and more up next on News Channel 8.
News Channel 8 is brought to you by Body Beast. Call in the Virgin Islands 1-800-458-6815 for Body Beast.
This program is the real deal. If you knew me a while ago and you see me today, you'd be like, man, what are you doing? I'm doing Body Beast.
I decided to try Body Beast because I was looking for something different. I wanted to lose weight at the same time gain muscle. It's easy.
In our top story, in St. Thomas, Tony Jefferson Brown will serve 31 years in prison and a lifetime of supervised release, following sentencing by District Court Judge Curtis V. Gomez on Thursday for convictions of child pornography, coercion, and enticement of a minor and other crimes. Judge Gomez also sentenced Brown to 360 months in prison for production of child pornography and 240 months for receipt of child pornography, both with a lifetime of supervised release, and 120 months for transfer of obscene material to a minor with 3 years of supervised release. Brown was ordered to serve his sentences concurrently. On March 4th, 2014, after a 2-day trial in district court on St. Thomas, the jury found Brown guilty of 12 counts of federal child exploitation offenses involving 4 girls ranging from ages 12 to 17. The jury found Brown guilty of 4 counts of production of child pornography, 1 count of coercion and enticement of a minor, 4 counts of receipt of child pornography, and 3 counts of transfer of obscene material to a minor. According to the evidence presented at trial, Brown first made contact with the minor girls on Facebook, where he pretended to be a female and befriended them. After befriending the minors, Brown persuaded them to send him nude and sexually suggestive photos of themselves. After receiving the photos, Brown then contacted the minors using Facebook alias Billy Button and threatened them to place the minors' nude and sexually suggestive photos on the internet if they did not send him additional photos and have sex with him. In other news, the Government Health Insurance Board meeting was held yesterday. Here is Coach Foy with his intake on the meeting.
I'm here because yesterday I attended the Government Health Insurance Board meeting, and I was always saying that they're taking the people $20.83 illegally. Yesterday when the law was read to Miss Moses to the board meeting by Debbie Christopher, she said she knows nothing about it. That is the furthest from the truth, because she is the one who told me she had the Attorney General opinion by Vincent Fraser to go ahead and take the people money. She only read the front, which was pertinent for her at that time. She didn't read the back where he stated that this is the law and this is the thing you have to do before you implement taking the people $20.83, which is in total violation of the law. Yesterday, I got to give credit to Board Brian for calling a motion to rescind the law because it is done illegally. They have boxes of letters in personnel that they did not notify the retirees about the gouging of the $20.83 for the health risk assessment if you fail to take it. I'm begging, I'm pleading with the officials, the powers to be to remove Ms. Moses from being the chairman of the Government Health Insurance Board because she thought the governor signed it. She thought, or she always thinking, and she don't know. She never knew that the insurance for the retirees over 65 was increasing 7%. The retirees over 65 is taking a hit at 3 increases for this year alone. That is unconscionable. While they have $121,000 in change sitting for a wellness program, they could use some of that money to reduce the retirees over 65 insurance rate. They also have another 69,000 and something for 1,000 bag of lettuce, cabbage, carrot, and lemongrass to a farmer in St. Thomas 4 times a year. They could add that on to the 121,000, the 69,000 and change, and reduce the retirees' rate. And it's sad that the retirees over 65 taking a hit. I tell them if we continue to take a hit, we ain't gonna end up with nothing. Some retirees don't have no money right now as they speak, and these people unlawfully taking the $20.83. So the powers to be, anyone listening, I'm Mr. Foy. I'm demanding, asking and begging, really, I don't beg, to remove Ms. Moses from being the chairperson of the Government Health Insurance Board because she didn't know that the governor got to sign the document. She thought the governor signed it, but they implement it anyway. So I'm begging people to call on the powers to be to remove Ms. Moses. Thank you.
Meanwhile, after the Virgin Islands Water and Power Authority's board meeting on Thursday, Executive Director Hugo Hodge Jr. signed a 25-year agreement with representatives from St. Croix Solar LLC to purchase 6 megawatts of solar energy from 2 facilities to be located on St. Croix.
Approval of the power purchase agreement with St. Croix Solar, 1 and 2, which is for 2 different sites on St. Croix, one on the western part of the island and one on the eastern part of the island. The east one is in Grenard, and the western part by White Bay. And what this does is it brings the total amount of solar, the one that's in place already with Toshiba, and this planned one, to a total of 10 megawatts. And if you add in the 5 megawatts of net metering that exists, that brings our total from renewable energy just on these solar projects and net metering to about 40% of our peak demand. So it's quite an achievement, quite a high number. We're proud of the work the engineers and staff have done in negotiating these power purchase agreements and moving all of our efforts forward. And we will continue to push to have a certain segment of our generation tied to agreements that are 25 years and not tied to any kind of a commodity that can go up and down in the market. So we do have the 2 new agreements. Foresight Caribbean Solar Partners, it's a local entity. It's actually the same company that built the solar farm at the airport on St. Thomas is the local partner in this joint venture that is doing the solar for us for these 2 installations on St. Croix. And the customers will see these in line probably in about 1 year from this point. The agreements begin at 13.9 cents a kilowatt hour, and there's a 2% escalator on an annual basis. So it's below our avoided costs. It's below what our cost of generation. Even with our forecast with propane and getting more efficient, it's still right there in the money. So it will represent a further decrease for the ratepayers when they come online, and we look forward to including this in our generation mix. And like I said, WAPA is not just satisfied with changing our fuel to propane. We're going to continue to bring renewable projects. We're going to bring efficiency measures to bring new equipment to the power plants, and we actually have another 3 megawatt negotiation going on right now for another 3 megawatts of solar on St. Thomas that we hope to announce in the upcoming months as well. So we're busy at it, and we'll continue to do that work for the people of the Virgin Islands.
Stay with us. We have more news straight ahead.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
And welcome back to News Channel 8. Senator Kenneth Gittins yesterday publicly applauded the efforts of the respective executive branch agencies that are addressing the long-standing environmental health concerns in the Watergut area.
Prior to this cleanup, I reached out to at least 2 agency heads that could have addressed this problem, advising them of the increased buildup of seaweed on our shorelines, especially in the Watergut area where it's creating a health hazard. I also publicly asked for the respective agencies responsible to address the matter because it poses a serious public health concern. And around that same time, the territory was faced with the chikungunya disease caused by mosquitoes. It wasn't until months later the problem was partially addressed. I want to remind the public that by the time we see standing seawater in our culverts, that means it's already in our sewer system, and that's bad. As I've indicated before, my limited research shows that a mixture of sulfur in seawater and sewage generates what is called hydrogen sulfide, which is not good for human inhalation. This mixture is also corrosive and destroys our sewage pipes and other infrastructures. I strongly suggest that the Department of Agriculture also look into this seaweed matter, whereas maybe our farmers can use the good portion of the seaweed for fertilizer.
In front of a packed room of independent taxi drivers at Virgin Islands Port Authority headquarters, Thursday evening, Virgin Islands Port Authority Executive Director Carlton Dow said that the current era of disorderly taxi pickup at Cyril E. King Airport is coming to a quick end. Long story short, the free-for-alls has to stop, said Dow. Dow repeated several times that independent taxi drivers will no longer be allowed to park along the curb near the terminal while they pick up their clients. They will, however, be allowed to use the new taxi express lane being installed at the St. Thomas Airport exit if they pay the 50-cent per passenger fee that is required of them. Independent taxi drivers are drivers not affiliated with the Virgin Islands Taxi Association, although they may work with other associations. The Virgin Islands Taxi Association pays Virgin Islands Port Authority for exclusive rights to the taxi stand at the airport. Currently, drivers not associated with Virgin Islands Taxi Association are only allowed to make pre-arranged pickups. Dow reiterated that independent taxis have no legal right to use the facility and that it is a privilege that can be taken away. Dow said that he hoped enforcement of those policies would begin to make the airport parking lot run smoother during busy periods between noon and evening. But he recognized there would inevitably be some congestion in the parking lot during peak hours. Stay tuned, we have more news up next.
This newscast has been sponsored by Mario's Virgin Crystal. Let us save you the hassle of lugging those jugs around. Purified bottled water conveniently delivered to your home or office. Also available in your favorite grocery store. Call 773-2810.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
And finally tonight, here is David the Firewalker with your weekend firewalk.
Firewalkers, are you ready? Saturday, January 24th, we'll be walking from Plaza West to St. George's, Mount Pleasant, Aquameswater, Urili Rivera Elementary School, back to Plaza West. I repeat, Plaza West, St. George's, Mount Pleasant, Aquameswater, Urili Rivera Elementary School, back to Plaza West. Remember, all participants are asked to walk with at least one bottle of water. Yes, this walk starts exactly 5 a.m. sharp, so you know you have to be there by 4:30. 4:45 is warm-up time, and we leave exactly 5 a.m. sharp. Also, this walk is good for high blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, and most of all, stress. Remember, this walk, we invited everyone to come on out and do this walk with the firewalkers. I'm talking to you, the one that's sitting in the chair. Yes, you that is looking at me right now, that is wearing that green shirt. Don't look left, don't look right to see whether your girlfriend or your wife is looking at you. Now look at you now. You're sliding off of the chair. Easy. See you there.
Don't touch that dial. We have your weather coming up next.
Your weather coming up next. Your weather.
And here's a look at your weather forecast.
Tonight, isolated showers, partly cloudy with a low around 72. East wind around 16 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. Saturday, isolated showers, mostly sunny with a high near 84. East wind 14 to 16 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. On Saturday night, isolated showers, partly cloudy with a low around 72. East wind around 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. And on Sunday, isolated showers, mostly sunny with a high near 84. East wind 14 to 17 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. And on Sunday night, isolated showers, partly cloudy with a low around 73. East wind 14 to 16 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. And on Monday, isolated showers, mostly sunny with a high near 84. East-southeast wind 14 to 16 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. This is Cheryl Francis with your Channel 8 News Weather.
Well, that's a look at what's happening here in our territory. And it brings us to a close of another fantastic Bowtie Friday. On behalf of WSVI-CH8, we would like to say enjoy your weekend, enjoy the Virgin Islands. I'm Junior Garcia, and World News is up next. Good night, Virgin Islands.
News Channel 8 is brought to you by Body Beast. Call in the Virgin Islands 1-800-458-6815 for Body Beast.
This program is the real deal. If you knew me a while ago and you see me today, you'd be like, man, what are you doing? I'm doing Body Beast.
I decided to try Body Beast because I was looking for something different. I wanted to lose weight at the same time gain muscle. It's easy.